if we look at the playoff picture and it's finally like sealed and beautiful, and look, what an epic finish. I need to get into that. The highlights we just showed, of course, between the Steelers and Ravens in the AFC North. But when you look at this, like, where is the brilliant mind of ESPN's Ben Solak going? What sticks out?
I think that the Texans can run the AFC even from the wild card spot. To me, that's the kind of the storm cloud's been gathering on the horizon here for the last several weeks as they've gotten better and better. It's not the strongest AFC field, like we've talked about. That Texans defensive unit is a unit that can absolutely win 3 games in a row. They get an easy start, right, with getting the Steelers as the 4 seed. It's obviously not, you don't want to look ahead of the game. The Steelers have legitimate stuff, but in general, like, catching that 4 seed in both conferences is a big deal. So the Texans, to me, are like very viable to run out of the 5 seed in the AFC, which is not something we typically see a wild card team making it all the way through.
Now we got Steelers-Texans. That's the last one on Monday. You are one of the fortunate ones who Aaron Rodgers gets to say, he intercepted me. He's done it. From what you know about how Aaron approaches the game, these big games, what sort of situation tends to tempt him into like that riskier throw that Houston and Stingley and everyone could take advantage of?
Man, he's like a wizard at the line of scrimmage, Kay. He is so good. He's honestly a savant. I know we have geniuses in the world, but there's also geniuses in sports, and that's what Aaron Rodgers truly is. I know he knows that. I know he's very smart, but he calls it at the line of scrimmage. He gets in the right play. He doesn't like to make a lot of mistakes. He might have thrown a couple more interceptions as he got older, but when he was younger in his career, it was almost impossible to intercept him. Peyton Manning was easier, and Peyton Manning was really smart. So it's going to be about the pass rush. Houston has a great ability with their edge rushers, are unbelievable. They have the best marriage of edge rushers and quarterback play. And their wide receivers on the Steelers are just not good enough to beat the Texans' corners. We talk about the playoffs are about matchups, but what the Texans do really well is what the Steelers struggle with. So I don't know how they get open. I don't know if people are going to be slipping like that. I don't think Stingley's going to slip like that. And I think that's going to be tough for Aaron Rodgers. He's got to force it in certain windows. And we know DK Metcalf is back, but DK Metcalf is a big physical wide receiver. Well, really good press corners like big physical wide receivers. It's hard to cover the quick, shifty guys. Those are the harder guys to press. DK Metcalf, I'm not saying he's easy to press, but Stingley and them should be able to handle that matchup. And Aaron Rodgers is not going to have the receivers to get open enough, in my opinion, to generate enough points to beat the Texans.
Last one for you. Texans, Steelers. Didn't talk that much about that one. Steelers 3-point underdogs in this one. DK's back. What do you think?
Yeah, history tells you Steelers always win on Monday night. Texans never win on the road in the playoffs. I don't care about history, Kay. Houston's got such a dominant defense. That defense is so good. I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers. Like, I hope they don't injure him to the point where he wants to retire. Like, I want to see Aaron Rodgers come back. But Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter and all these guys, like, that defense is so good. I literally, like, I'm not saying this to be sarcastic, fear for Aaron Rodgers, his mobility against that kind of defense. I'm taking the Texans.
Yeah, not a great matchup for him. Probably the worst one for our 40-million-year-old quarterback.